Good morning, everybody. Here I am in Liverpool at the pier head at, 7:41 in the morning, would you believe it? And coming towards us here is one of the famous ferries across the Mersey, as Jerry and the Pacemakers often sang about. We're down here today because, as you know, if you've tuned into the Disney Channel, we're doing a show for them. And to make it more interesting, we've come back to Liverpool to show you some of the places I lived and some of the places I hung out. We didn't actually hang out too much down here.
It's just a thrill, you know, to be back here in Liverpool. Especially on this stage, it's been quite a while.
As you can see, it's pretty beautiful here. And just down there are the day trip boats that used to go to Wales. I used to work on the Welsh boats when I was 16. Lots of reminiscence of the Welsh boats. One night a week we had to stay on board, so we all felt like real sailors. And of course, I wanted, in the end, to be a sailor and be in the real merchant navy and go deep sea and everything. But when we'd go into the pub, it was great for picking up girls. because, well, it wasn't actually great, but it helped. You'd go into a pub and you'd say, yeah, hi, you know, blah, de blah, and they'd say, well, what are you doing? So, oh, I'm in the Navy. Say, oh, yeah. I said, when did you get back? So, oh, I just got back, you know, and you'd say, well, when did you leave? And I would say, 10 o'clock this morning. I was a waiter in the bar on the Welsh boats. I was on the railways for 5 weeks. And I went to the railways, really, so I could get a suit. You know, we were very poor. I needed the clothes. And all they gave me was a hat, so I was very disappointed. Thank you.
Oh, just what I need. Where are we going? In a town where I was born, yes, yes, lived a man who sailed to sea. And he told us of his life in the land, the submarine. So we sailed up to the sun till we found the sea green. And we played beneath the waves in our yellow submarine. Let me see you now. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yes, yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. And our friends are all aboard. Many more of them live next door. And the band began to play. We all live in a yellow submarine. Peace and love. Yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine.
Even though I know this boat is going just across the river there, it's still romantic to me that it's off somewhere. You know, I still have this craziness to be going places on boats and planes. I can sit in the garden and watch a plane go over and say, oh, I'd love to be on that. I know where it's going.
As we live a life of ease, every one of us got all we need. A sky of blue, a sea of green, in our yellow submarine. Now come on! We all live in a yellow submarine. You remember it? Yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Last chance. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Submarine lovers. Okay. Thank you. It looks just like me. I'll let him go for a ride in this. We'll be so happy together.
I'm singing in the rain. Well, not really. I'm walking in the rain with my son, Jason. I'm showing him around Liverpool where Daddy used to live and go to school. This is Dinglevale Secondary Modern School where I went for a very short time. I went from when I was 11 until I was 13. And I went into hospital because I had tuberculosis. And I never came back to school again. But the funny thing is that when I was 15, I had to come back to the school to get my piece of paper that said you'd been to school, and then you could go and pick up your dole, your money. And I went there and they said, "You've never been here. You just haven't been here." I said, "I promise you, I was here. You got to give me a piece of paper." And so anyway, they gave me the piece of paper in the end, but in 1963, when they had the school open day, suddenly they had my desk outside in the grounds and they were charging people sixpence to sit in it. But this is really cool. These swings here, there was a different setup when I was at school. But what we used to do, because all kids, none of us liked the school dinners, so when our mothers gave us money for the school lunches in school, we used to go at the top of the road here and buy a whole bag of chips. And we'd buy a small loaf, rip the middle out the loaf, and then stuff all the chips in, and come and sit on these swings and have your lunch, and that's how we used to do it. These schools are to train you to join the workforce. That's what the secondary modern school was in the 50s. So you'd be an engineer or a joiner, if you were lucky. And I actually went, after working on the railways and on the boats, I went to work for H. Hunt & Son. And I went to be a joiner. And then I was on the bike delivering parcels and things for 6 weeks, and I was fed up, and I said, "Well, hey, when can I start my apprenticeship as a joiner?" And they said, "Well, there's no room. Would you like to be an engineer?" And I said, "Yes." And so for 4 years, I was an apprentice engineer. All the kids are looking out the window here. Tin. Good morning. I know how you feel. I used to go to this school. So this is just another point of interest. Dinglevale School. I was a pupil there for several moments. Here we are at St. Silas, my first school, and we're joined by my dad, Harry. There's a huge new police station over there. Yeah, it's still here. And when I was 5 years old, my mother walked me from our house in Edmunds Grove to this gate here, this was all brick when I came to school. And there was a fabulous gate here. And inside here, instead of these rooms, there was a huge Victorian house, Victorian building. And my mother brought me to this gate, holding my hand. I was this big, just right under where the camera, Harry. This is Harry, Jason, And she said, "Off you go, son." Well, this was the biggest space I'd ever seen. There was at least 1 billion children in here, and the building was as big as Mount Everest. That's how it felt. I still have this emotion to this day that I walked in here with millions of people and the hugest Mount Everest building in life. And that's how I started school. St. Silas, Church of England, Infant School. And I was one of them. And in some ways, I still am.
And it's called The Boys! I've been told when a boy kisses a girl, takes a trip around the world. Hey, hey. Bop, shoo, bop, 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 shoo, bop. Hey, hey. Bop, shoo, bop, 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 shoo, bop. Hey, hey. Bop, shoo, bop, whoa, bop, shoo, bop. Do. Bop, shoo, bop. My girl said when I kissed her lip, got a thrill to a fingertip. Hey, hey. Bop, shoo, bop, 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 shoo, bop. Hey, hey. Bop, shoo, bop, 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 shoo, bop. Hey, hey. Bop, shoo, bop, whoa, bop, shoo, bop. Do. Well, I'm talking about boys. Yeah, yeah, boys. Don't you know I mean boys? Yeah, yeah, boys. Well, I'm talking about boys now. Yeah, yeah, boys. Ah, boys. Yeah, yeah, boys. Well, I'm talking about boys now. Yeah, yeah, boys. Well, a bundle of joy. Oh,
And what a thrill to have on stage with me my other son, Zach. As you can tell, also a drummer. The one lesson I gave him really paid off.
thrill to a fingertip. Hey, hey, bop shoo bop 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 shoo. Hey, hey, bop shoo bop 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 shoo. Hey, hey, bop shoo bop 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 shoo. Please how you do? Bop shoo bop. Well, I'm talking about boys. Yeah, yeah, boys. Don't you know I mean boys? Yeah, yeah, boys. Well, I'm talking about boys now. Yeah, yeah, boys. Ah, boys. Yeah, yeah, boys. Well, I'm talking about boys now. Yeah, yeah, boys. What a bundle of joy. Oh, play it, boys. Go, Todd, go. Go for it. Oh, give me one more, no, give me one more. Everybody's gone mad. Well, I'm talking about boys. Don't you know I mean boys? Well, I'm talking about boys now. Ah, boys. Well, I'm talking about boys now. What a bundle of joy. One more time. Well, I'm talking about boys. Don't you know I mean boys? Well, I'm talking about boys now. I'm talking about boys now. What a bundle of joy. Oh, we will have fun. It's just a thrill, to be back here in Liverpool.
The Liverpool Empire. This is a place I always wanted to play as a musician. This was like the premier place. Oh God, play the Liverpool Empire. And I played there several times in talent competitions with Eddie Clayton, with the Dogtown, and with Rory.
Yeah.
But it was when I joined the Beatles that we were still playing all these clubs. And we finally, Brian Epstein bought this place for an evening so he could showcase us. He put us together with a load of London bands and Little Richard.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was just, wow, here's our big chance. And when they came up here, the guy who was running all the Liverpool show, and we were just going to be included in it. We were going to have 3 numbers, and he said, oh, I'm sorry, lads, 2 numbers. So, oh, okay. And then as the rehearsal went, he said, sorry, lads, 1 number. Oh, no. So we all went crying to Brian Epstein. Oh, Brian, they're only going to give us 1 number. We want to play the Empire. And he went and had a talk to them, and we played 3 numbers.
3 numbers.
At the Liverpool Empire.
Okay, I'd like to do the first single we released from my new album, Time Takes Time. I love you guys down here. I love you. And it's called Weight of the World. Maybe your daddy never held you like he should. Maybe your mama just held on the best she could. Every soul has a secret. Give it away or keep it. But yesterday's gone, so tell me why. You carry the weight of the world. It's breaking me down on your back like a boulder. Before it's too late, get rid of it, girl. Get it off of your shoulder. I know you've been used, and you gotta lose the weight of the world. Maybe I haven't always been there just for you. Maybe I tried, but then I've got my own life too. Every heart has a hunger. I'm not getting any younger. I've got all the crosses I can bear. Don't give me the weight of the world. It's breaking me down on my back like a boulder. Before it's too late, get rid of it, girl. Get it off of your shoulder. You know I've been used, and I gotta lose the weight of the world. It all comes down to who you crucify. You either kiss the future or the past goodbye. We could fly so high. We carry the weight of the world. It's breaking us down on our backs like a boulder. Before it's too late, get rid of it, girl. Get it off of your shoulder. I know you've been used, and we gotta lose the weight of the world. It's taking us down, and the night's growing colder. Just blame it on fate, that was yesterday, girl. And we're just growing older. I know we've been used, and we gotta lose the weight of the world. The weight of the world. The weight of the world.
This is great. It's really quiet this morning. And if you look over the road now, you'll see the Empress Pub, which is on the top of Admiral Grove where I live, where we're going down. It happens to be now the John, Paul, George and Ringo Pub. And if you look at my album, Sentimental Journey, you'll see I have this on the cover. And you'll see my mum and my auntie and everyone, we put photographs of them in the window. And you were in it too.
Yeah, there's all in it.
Okay, well, let's cross over. And this is Admiral Grove, where I lived from when I was 5 to when I was 22. I remember when I was 5, when we moved from over the road where we'll go later. We didn't have a bathroom. We used to have to go to Stebble Street Baths if you want a bath. But when I was a kid, we used to either get Elsie would bath me in the sink, or then we just had one of those big aluminum baths that we set up in front of the fire. All this side was a big blank wall. This is all new from when I was here. And they seem to have lost all the houses down there. Yeah, how you doing? So, and it's really done up nice. Look at this, wow. So I spent, and we still have the victory sign. That was from when the war was over. The V is over there for victory. We had a big street party here for all the kids. This house is probably 20 foot square. And when I was 21, we had 80 people in here. We had a great birthday.
Has Ringo suggested you should stop work as a Liverpool Corporation painter?
He certainly has, but I don't want to move. I like my job, and I like the people I work with. They've been really wonderful to me.
Has Ringo's affluence made any difference to you at all?
No, not the way. I'm happy for him, like, that what he's doing, like, he's got security for the rest of his life. And we're quite happy about it, the wife and I.
Mrs. Graves, Starkey, does Ringo want to move house?
I don't really think so. He's asked us to have another house, but we're quite happy, and the neighbours and everybody's very good and proud that the boys have got to where they are.
Will the neighbours not become envious of all the wealth that's been accumulated by the Beatles?
No, not the neighbours around here. They're all very good and all quite proud.
Look at this, Harry. They've all got phones now. I think we had the phone like the last 6 months we lived here. I remember the first phone call. You remember the first phone call I got here? Some fan called. I didn't know, and the operator said, collect call. I said, any call, you know, fine, thank you. And so I'm talking to this girl. And then, you know, we're rabbiting away, oh, I love you, and I'm a big fan. Oh, isn't that nice? You know, you're really enthused in those early days. And then she said, and, you know, it's just so great for you to pay for this call. And I just went, put the phone down.
And it's a good old rock and roll, and it's called You're 16, You're Beautiful, and You're Mine. Hey, everybody boogie! You come on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. You're all ribbons and curls. Ooh, what a girl, eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16, so beautiful, and you're mine. You're my baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart went pop. Ooh, when we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams and into my arms. Oh, you're an angel divine. You're 16, so beautiful, and you're mine. Oh, play it to me. Baby, you're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. You touched my hand, my heart went pop. Ooh, when we kissed, I could not stop. You walked out of my car and into my arms. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16, so beautiful, and you're mine. You're 16. Beautiful, and you're mine. You're 16, so beautiful, and you're mine. Oh, keep it rolling, they're all dancing. Hey! Play those keyboards, man. Beautiful, and you're mine. Hey. Thank you.
It's just really great. I've loved every night on stage. And, you know, the hit is when you're up there. We do what we do, and I'm doing what I do. I'm a drummer, not a plumber. And I love it. And I love entertaining. That was the dream. To play drums with good musicians and entertain people. Yeah, I wanted the new All-Stars to be more rocky than the first set. And so we have, you know, quite a large guitar lineup with Todd Rundgren.
Y'all ready to get stupid? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. just want the bang of the drum. Feel the bang now.
And the jack of all trades, master of all, is Timmy Cappello. The sax, great synth, good percussion, you know. He holds us all together, really. Joe Walsh, of course, my dear friend Joe. Joe was in the first All-Stars. You know, Joe's a fabulous guitarist.
Spent the last year, Liverpool, England way. I couldn't get much higher. Out the pasture, make it safe to say. Time to open fire. And we don't need a lady crying down the door and say, Rocky Mountain way, better than the way we had.
Timothy B I'd never worked with, but of course I'd heard his stuff from the Eagles. And he's got a beautiful voice, and he's a great bass player, and I'm real glad he's in the band.
I've been thinking about all the times you helped me. I never heard you shout. The flow of energy so fine. Now I think I'll lay it on the line and keep on trying to get home to you. And I feel so satisfied when I can see you smile. I want to confide in all that is true, so I'll keep on trying. I'm through with lying, just like the sun above. I'll come shining through. Yes, I will. Yes, I keep on trying. I'm tired of crying. I got to find a way to get on home to you. Thank you.
Burton Cummings, you know. Burton with American Woman and These Eyes, the Guess Who, fabulous group. You know, he's the keyboard foundation.
Listen what I say. Come a hanging around my door. Don't wanna see your shadow no more. I don't need your war machines, and I don't need your ghetto scenes. Color lights can hypnotize, sparkle someone else's eyes. Now woman, so get away, American woman. Listen what I say.
And Nils, of course, my best friend, who was also, again, in the first All-Stars. Brilliant, brilliant melodic guitarist. A lot of fun to be with. Just great. I'm just really pleased he's in the band again. Dave Edmunds, another great guitarist, and I wanted this band to be more rock and roll than the last one. And as far as I'm concerned, he is Mr. British rock and roll.
And now you're knocking on my door. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. I hear you knocking, go back where you've been. I begged you not to go, but you said goodbye. And now you're telling me all your lies. I hear you knocking.
The other drummer, my son Zach, of course, is in the band because, first of all, he's a brilliant drummer. Secondly, he's my son and I love him.
Go back where you've been.
Madron Street, this was the first house I lived in from when I was days old, when we came out of the hospital, the Women's Children's Hospital, I believe, to here, number 9. We must come this way. So this is where I spent my early years. Hi. And it looks exactly the same. Oh, look, it's got this on, too. Back off, Boogaloo. God. The old Beatles, of course. The Beatles forever. Ringo, we love you. God. Well, this is all pretty new, 1991. But, so this is from 1940 to 1945. Hi. Thank you. I'm having my photo taken. Sorry? I spent the first 5 years of my life here. From when I was 5. We moved from this big house to the little house. Yes, I'm sure it is. Yeah. It's like a home for pigeons now. So that's it. And when there was a big hole over there where those new houses are, that was a big playground for us kids because the bombs dropped around here. And there used to be bomb shelters up and down this street so we could all hide in them. And my grandparents lived at the bottom house in this street where we used to go and hide when the war was on. And they had an iron table that you had to dive under when the bombs dropped. Yes, here they come, okay. There was big holes in this street where the bombs had dropped. You know, I mean, it's really changed. Look at all these houses. You know, saying it hasn't changed?
That is a new estate,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Oh, it's certainly changed. The only thing that hasn't changed is the Empress.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Hello.
It's interesting that, you know, I suppose if you're just always living here, you don't see the change. But to me, it's like another country.
Well, I haven't been away that long. Okay. I love it here. I love it here! The first number off my new album, Time Takes Time. Oh, 3 of you have got it, good. It's called, oh, I see, you've got it too, that's 4. It's called Don't Go Where the Road Don't Go. I woke up from a bad dream to the howling of a lonely night. I saw the walls come closing in. I'm a victim of a one-way fight. I don't remember many yesterdays. I left a lot of things undone. meant to say, I'm looking up to number one. Don't go where the road don't go. Don't go where the road don't go. Seeing people on the freeway takes me back to where I started from. I was riding on a big wheel, I was walking in a midnight sun. Well, I did a lot of favors then, and asked for nothing in return. Now those friends have all disappeared, I guess there's still so much to learn. Don't go where the road don't go. Don't go where the road don't go. Don't go where the road don't go. 'Cause you'll never run, you'll never outrun the gun. Well, I said it don't come easy. Well, I sure know how it feels. Don't go where the road don't go. Don't go where the road don't go. Crazy. Don't go where the road don't go. Don't go where the road don't go. Don't go where the road don't go. 'Cause you'll never run, you'll never outrun the gun. Okay, I think we know the words now, come on. Don't go where the road don't go. Don't go where the road don't go. Don't go where the road don't go. 'Cause you'll never run, you'll never outrun the gun. Oh, play it, Timmy.
Well, here we are at the Royal Liverpool Children's Hospital. I spent 1 year and 10 weeks in this hospital. First when I was 6.5 to 7.5 with peritonitis, and then when I was 13.5, we went in here for 10 weeks because I had tuberculosis. Then they moved me out to another place. So I had a lot of memories from this place, but the biggest memory is that where all that area is glassed in now, they used to be balconies. And so when it was a fine day, they'd wheel your bed out so, you know, you'd get some fresh air and you could watch the traffic. That was the big news. It was also in hospital that I started playing the drums. Because I was in there such a long time, they used to give us some schooling, and then once every so often a music teacher would come and bring drums and tambourines and maracas and cowbells, all percussive instruments. And from that day, I never wanted to play anything else. and I didn't. But I should have been out of there in 6 months, and I fell out my cot and opened everything up. Do-do-do-do-do. So, this is not really telling him, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So there it is. The Royal Liverpool Children's Hospital. The Adelphi Hotel is a big musical influence on my life because when I was 15, Johnny Ray was playing the Empire, and he was staying at the Adelphi, and he was hanging out one of the balconies and throwing photographs down to the girls, the screaming girls in the crowd, and I thought, that's the job for me. And I followed him, my friend and I, we followed him, and he went into the local restaurant, the Golden Dragon, and he was eating, and I remember to this day looking in the window and saying, he's eating like a real person. But this is the Grand Hotel of Liverpool, the Adelphi, and you can see how opulent it is and how great it is. This is the Great Hall. Now this is the hotel Daddy always wanted to stay in, but never did. He couldn't because he had to go home and stay with Mum and Harry, but he wanted to.
And also all my family are out there, Harry and Abby and Kitty and Beth, Linda and John and all those people. This song is for all my family in the audience tonight.
And it was in this hotel that we got the family together and we had a tea party. Great to see you. Little hug, Dan. Your day out?
Ken, how are you? How are you?
Great, and you. Hey, great to see you. Thanks for coming out.
You're expecting me to live without you, but that's not something that I'm looking forward to.
Hey, you I know. Oh, you. I'll get to you. Great. Sorry a little late, but we're doing the sound check later. You know the last time we played here was 64. Yeah. Well, if you're going to enjoy the show tonight, it's a lot of fun. It's really loud.
Better switch off.
This is Uncle Bert. He loves horses. This is my oldest friend from Liverpool. This is Roy Trafford. No, they're going to make a back in Liverpool. I'll have to play Liverpool more often. It's the only time we get together these days. Okay, well, you're the star of the show. I'm going to move around here.
Every time I see your face, it reminds me of the places we used to go. But all I've got is a photograph, and I realize you're not coming back anymore.
Well, they tell me this was the original cabin club and you went downstairs here.
So this was it, where the car park is now?
Yeah, where the car park is now, this used to be the cabin club. This is where it all happened, where Daddy did it. I played here with several bands. I played here with Rory Stone, and we were thrown off because Johnny Guitar plugged into a radio, and they threw us off because they said we were rock and roll, and it was a jazz club then. We were playing skiffle, you know, trad jazz. So, there used to be queues down here. We used to come and feed them when, you know, as the Beatles. They'd be waiting for us, and we'd go and buy all these buns and stuff and give them to them.
Were they just crowding there like all early?
They were the early fans, were ready to get in and get the front row. One day, you could play here.
I prefer London.
Oh, I prefer London. Cockney horror. He's another drummer, you know.
Are there any cowboys in the house? Are there any cowgirls? Hey, I can do this all night till you all say yes, okay? Okay, well, if there are any cowboys or cowgirls, you'll know this song. And it goes like this. They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. I'll play the part and I won't need rehearsing. All I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Even know the words. I'd win an Oscar, you can never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star. 'Cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you'll come and see me in the movie. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. We'll make a film about a man that's sad and lonely, bending down upon his bended knee. I'll play the part, but I won't need rehearsing. 'Cause all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star. 'Cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you come and see me in the movies. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. All we gotta do is act naturally. All we gotta do is act naturally. Thank you. See, there's actually more cowboys in the audience than admitted.
This is a place I've never been to. This is the new cabin. As you can see, there's a queue already. So come on, Jay, let's go down and explore. This is as new to me as it is to you. And down we go. Hi. Look who's here. Oh, they're all here. These people are going the wrong way. There they are again. Yeah. Down and down we go.
Is it the same place, but I mean underneath?
No, this actually feels like it's deeper than the original. I felt you only went like 2 moves of the staircase. But this is about the same size as it was. And when you get 500 people in here, they got really sweaty. And it was about the size that stage, and the dressing room was over there. So it's all pretty similar. And the wall is full of names I know and love. Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, can you get up close on that? I played here with him. Jerry and the Pacemakers, we all know. Lee Curtis and the All-Stars. Mersey Beats, of course. I first played here with the Dogtown Skiffle Group. That was the first band. That was the second band I was in. The first band I was in was the Eddie Clayton Skiffle Group. I started in skiffle. And but the Dogtown were like the big skiffle band of the time. And that's when we played here. And then when I moved to play with Rory, this was, well, you know, I keep talking like it's here, but it was in the other cabin, which is next door, and it's gone. But it was good. It was really exciting times. This was the place to play. The audience were just brilliant. It was really good. Rory and I went into a coffee bar here, and we met Paul, John, and Stu Sutcliffe. They were rehearsing with Stu as the bass player. He'd never played bass before, and we were off to play Butlins. And then they'd gone to Germany, and then we got this gig to go to Germany, and they were playing in a club, and we were booked in another club, so that's where we started to say hello. And then they got moved from their club to our club, and then the 2 bands would, you know, play the whole night together. Well, not together, in separate bands. And the weekends we'd have to do 12 hours between us. So it got pretty crazy. And then we came back to Liverpool, and I was in bed one afternoon. And Brian Epstein knocked on the door and said, would you play with the Beatles? Pete's can't make it today. Pete Best was their drummer. I said, sure. And that was fine. We played the gig, and it was at the Cavern. And then we went to the pub or to a club, and then that was the end of it. Then a couple of weeks later, Brian Epstein asked me again to play. And this went on for 9 months, on and off. I would join in and play. And then Rory and the Hurricanes, we went back to Butlins for another gig, another 3 months. And then Brian phoned me up to say, would I join? It was a Wednesday. And I said, well, when do you want me to join? He said, today. I said, no, I can't join today because this band has a gig. So I can't just walk out. I'll join you Saturday. And that August and Saturday, we played here. And there was riots, not here in the old Cavern, but in the Cavern. Riot went on because half of the audience loved me because I was well known in Liverpool. And the other half hated me because of Pete Best had left. And so we did the set, and as George was walking around, some guy just nodded him, gave him a black eye. And that was it then, you know, for a while it was a bit of this up and down. You know, Ringo never, Pete forever. And then it just faded. So that's how it all started. And that's why he's here today.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Good on you. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel at the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? want someone to love.
Would you believe in a love at first sight?
Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time.
What do you see when you turn out the light?
I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends.
Do you need anybody?
Yes, I need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
I just want someone to love. Go, boy. I need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
I just want someone to love.
Hey, would you believe in a love at first sight?
Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time.
What do you see when you turn out the light?
I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. A little help from my to thank you for being such a great audience. It's really a thrill to be back and love you. In Liverpool, I love you. Thank you and good night. Good night.
Well, there you go, Sammy. I'm so glad you got me out of bed. This is the 8 o'clock crowd. We're on to the next location.
All right, thanks, my love. Go on, give us one.
There you go.
Right.
Well, nobody knows what that building is.
40 years old.
Great, 50 years old and I'm still signing bloody blah. Hi, I'm just rabbiting on here. This far enough or where do you want to go? We've stopped here because I just have to point out to my son Jason this garage behind us. This used to be a big store. This was all brick when I came to school. This was the biggest space I'd ever seen. This side was a big blank wall. There's big holes in the street where the bombs had dropped. So, Jason, I hope this has been informative for you. They would insist. They would insist. Please, the lessons are paying off, I'm telling you. Yes. Spat right on you there. This just makes me feel like dancing. I don't know about you. I just can't help myself. On this will surprise them. When I was a lad, this was a full-on working dock, and it's certainly changed since then. It's really pretty now. Well done, Liverpool. So, I'm glad you came?
I'm glad I came.
Good. Are you still rolling?
Yeah.
Never turn it off.
So what did you get? Well, I got this little doll here.
Oh, my God.
It looks just like...
What are you going to do with that?
I'm going to stick pins in it.
No violence. Let me hug you better.
Was rocking all over the world.
blood, it's in my blood. Oh, but you know it's good to get back home. Dancing with your sister on a Saturday night, it's understood, it's understood. When every boy and girl is rocking all over the world, we didn't have the time to think things over. We had a lot of fun, we had some tears. Stepping out of loneliness now, the road don't seem so long.